Hurricane Irma a category 5 plus, which could have been a 6 or a 7, honestly, per the wind speeds, barreled directly through the Virgin Islands, and 90% of the people that I love were affected. No roof, partial roof, no building, windows busted out, no electricity, no cell phone service, no infrastructure, roads washed out. A long list of the things that Hurricane Irma taught me. Number one, Hurricane Irma taught me that a hurricane could be higher than a category 5. A category 5 is anything with 157 mile per hour wind sustained or above. And Hurricane Irma in some places was measured upwards of 187, and people are even saying 2 something. They need to update the category system and tell people that a category 5, 6, 7, or maybe even 8 is coming through, and they need to get the hell up out. There can be more than one gigantic hurricane in the Atlantic at the same time. I don't know what Harvey did to Irma, but Irma came through following Harvey, and at the same time, Jose. What you doing here? So it was one point when you looked at the radars and it looked like airplanes lined up to take off. You can be watching a live stream camera during the hurricane, and not only can the camera fall off while you're watching it, it can go black, and your entire heart could fall out of your feet. You know how scary that is? Like, all connection gone. I heard that ZBVI in the British Virgin Islands has never gone off air during a storm. The guy at ZBVI said the transmitters went off. They went to go try to fix them. They couldn't get them to come back on. And then a giant piece of galvanized came through the door like a bomb. He said he was lying on the floor bleeding for 3 hours. Irma didn't care whether or not we knew what was going on. Irma didn't care whether or not the people that were down there knew what was going on. Irma cared not. 90% of the people that I love and care about live in the Caribbean. I think I knew that, but I really didn't know it. Irma left the Caribbean and had the nerve to go up to Florida. 9% of the other people were in Florida. And I must be tripping, because why am I up here? Irma taught me that people come out the woodworks. People you ain't heard from in eons, okay? People who kind of stop speaking to you because they got some issue with themselves, some kind of guilt thing going on their own side. All of a sudden, when everybody can't find everybody else, oh, the phone starts ringing. I didn't even know them jokers remembered me, much less cared. Hurricanes to exes is like bug spray to roaches. They just come out. I don't want your friend request. I'm over here hidden in the secret place with Jesus. But you ain't said nothing about looking for family members. That's not gonna happen. Irma taught me that people evacuate their chickens. Now, I guess this makes sense. But I saw a photograph of somebody had like wrapped up their chickens, and it looked like newspaper and tape, a little burrito and his little head was just, and had like 7, 8, 9 chickens laid across the back of their car. And I had never seen anything like that before. Irma taught me that people think our houses in the Caribbean are built out of cardboard. Some guy posted, Weather Channel, please stop reporting on all these places that have houses that are tantamount to 3 little pig houses. Signed, South Florida resident with a well-built house. And then somebody came below him and was like, yeah, the houses are pretty much like they're made out of cardboard. Somebody looked up where this guy lived, and I thought he is too close to the water in Florida to be running his mouth with a hurricane coming on the way, has ridiculous storm surges, and really does not care about the differentiation between the land and the ocean. Really don't care. What land, what ocean? This all ocean. People went off on that man. Architects responded to him. He had to shut his Facebook page down because he got a tongue lashing Caribbean style. Our houses are concrete cinder blocks with steel reinforced concrete down through the cinder blocks. What he should have understood was the storm was so powerful that it was mowing down places that were built like that. Irma taught me that I can forget to shower and eat. Everything glamazini stopped. I wasn't posting anything. I started locks on the day of the storm, and by the time I got home, who cared? My husband was like forcing me to eat, reminding me to eat. I forgot. I felt like I was running a one-woman search and rescue mission. I helped so many people, strangers, people I know, get in contact with each other that for a second I thought I should do it for a living. Irma taught me that the ocean can go away. Where the ocean was supposed to be, ain't no ocean be. People just jumping off of docks, walking on the seabed, just shell, conch shells and anchors and buoys just lying on the ground. A manatee was just looking like, I did not sign up for this. I was told by Apple Care that there would be ocean. It also taught me that people are stupid because a lot of people not only jumped down there and walked around, but walked really far out. Don't y'all know the water's gonna come back? Y'all about to die like Pharaoh's army. What is you doing? Irma taught me that people can be extremely insensitive. Some people have posted up a video of their house when the windows busted in and everything, and the person said this is fake because nothing is blowing around in the house. And I had to tell them, you're ignorant and you're insensitive. In 1989, Hugo took the roof off a house that I was in. I'm standing in my bedroom and it's raining in the closet like an Etcher painting. And it was the calmest, most surreal thing that's ever happened. And nothing was blowing around. I post on my glamazini page that I just spoke to my father. Some girl gonna come on my page and tell me, you finally get some act right, you're posting the right flag for the British Virgin Islands. Emoji flag. I don't care if I had posted up a praise and worship flag. I don't care if I had posted a dish towel or a napkin, a paper towel. I couldn't find my father. Also taught me that I can pop off when I am a little bit on edge. My up the hill from Ras Valley freshwater pond clapback was strong. Somebody was calling me names and all this stuff in one of the comments in YouTube. And when I tell you I put awards on he came back and apologized and said, you're right. My approach was all wrong. Irma taught me that people don't know the difference between the Caribbean islands. I've seen YouTube videos saying some place was St. Martin. It's not. It was Tortola. On MSNBC, that was supposed to be all about the U.S. Virgin Islands, scattered with pictures of the British Virgin Islands and St. Martin. And not only do they know, I don't think that they care that much. It's not like I would be able to tell if there was some horrible thing that happened up here in the States. People don't know where I am from. I'm talking about people that love me. Who knows? I'm from St. John, Tortola, St. Thomas, St. Martin, Bahamas. They don't know. Irma taught me that a hurricane can break down concrete walls, can bend steel, and can wash away entire roads. I already knew hurricanes could rip off your roof, could pick up boats and put them on top of buildings. I'm talking about the new thing that Irma showed me. I didn't expect those little buildings to still be there because they would just little throw up, food shacks on the side of the street. But I don't know, I expected the road to be there. And Irma was like, I like the road and I'm going to pick up all the asphalt and move it down here toward the ocean. So this right here ain't no road B. What it feels like to not be able to find my family members. Woo, boy. You see this thing on the news all the time. People went through the earthquake in Haiti. People go through the tornado in Joplin and they haven't heard from their family members. And I think that sounds horrible, but I really didn't know what it felt like because in 1989 when Hugo went through, I was there. So I knew where everybody was. But when I tell y'all the hurricane hit, I didn't hear nothing. And then for 2 days, I didn't know where my parents were. Y'all, I was looking at before and after pictures of the destruction and looking around my house and realizing a lot of these places in the pictures are in my house. I'm looking at one right now. I have video of lots of places that don't exist anymore. Irma taught me that the color of an island can change from a satellite picture. All the trees are gone. I didn't know that could happen. It's kind of impossible that my parents are alive because if you see the video, I measured a 1.5 miles down the street from them and I know where they were in the building they were in. I still don't understand how that could happen. So I truly believe God can do impossible things. I knew it, but I know it now. Apparently Kenny Chesney had a home on St. John and he loved it so much and he has already started efforts to raise money and he's brainstorming ways that he can use his music and his notoriety. And I didn't know that. And I am now a fan of Kenny Chesney. The donkey up at Drake's seat over on St. Thomas overlooking Magens Bay. That donkey is resilient and built Ford tough. It's a tourist attraction. There's always a donkey up there. People take pictures with a donkey, blah, blah, blah. It's been that way since I was a kid. They probably replaced the donkey and they don't tell us because they don't want us to be traumatized. But after the storm was done, the donkey up the hill on Drake's Seat was up there eating grass. So don't tell me God is not good. Whoever built Windward Passage Hotel on Waterfront knows how to build a strong house. Windward Passage has been there since before I was born, and it seemed like Windward Passage is going to be there after I'm gone. So I decided that the donkey and Windward Passage need to come together and work on new building standards for the Virgin Islands. Come together and figure this thing out. The last thing Irma taught me, you guys, is I'm a Virgin Islander till the day I die. You can put me in Missouri. You can put me wherever you want to. I am just a woman that grew up the hill from Ras Valley. Too massive. I'm a Virgin Islander till the day they put me in the ground. And I pray that when they put me in the ground, it's ground in the Virgin Islands. VI till I die.